Hi guys, welcome back to Gospel Project. This is for the weekend of October 26th and 27th, and we are talking about Abraham and Isaac. So be sure to just reread this crazy story of God seeking obedience from Abraham and what that looked like in his life. It's in Genesis 22, and it's just an awesome story of Abraham's faith in God when he was asking him to sacrifice his son. So definitely be prepared for that. It is kind of a hard story in many ways. If you look at it with fresh eyes to tell kids, it's kind of a crazy story. So be prepared for that. So in first grade, before large groups begin, your small group activities are some conversations about a time when they felt that someone provided something that they needed. And then the second activity is to have them all get together in a group, and they're going to hold hands, cross their arms, and hold hands with somebody else. It doesn't matter who, but everybody should be holding hands crossed with someone else. The most important rule of this activity is that you never let go of hands. That's super important. So never let go of the hands, and the idea is that they get untangled. So if you are at a service where there's multiple first grade leaders, which is not Saturday, sorry, have them do separate groups, because the little bit smaller the group, the easier it's going to be. And so the idea is that eventually they can all untangle. It is possible. Some kids might be facing outward in the circle, but eventually they'll make a circle, and they will still be all holding hands. And it's just kind of a fun way to do that. But the point is, today we're going to hear about a story where Abraham found a ram tangled up in the bushes, just like you guys were tangled up. So that's your connection point before large group begins. For second and third grade, your pre-service is you can have the same conversation about if they've ever received something they needed and somebody had provided. But the second activity is an activity to talk about testing their abilities. And so the first will be a memory test. And so you're going to read a list of words, and then you can either have the kids try to write down the words that you said or say them back to you. I think it'd be better if you had them write them down, but I also know I have a second grader who might not be able to write down these words. So those are some options. And then the physical test of that is to have them sit against the wall and then slide downward by moving their feet forward until their legs are bent at a 90-degree angle and their upper legs are parallel to the floor. So like a chair sit, a wall sit. I'm not going to demonstrate that for you because of my back. We'll just leave it at that. So that's your pre-large group activities. For your post-large group activities for both first, second, and third, there's Bible skills and discussion. So obviously this is a very important part of small groups, and it's really your review of the lesson and then your opportunity to ask some poignant questions regarding the story. So definitely take time to do these things first and foremost before you do anything else. For first grade, your second activity is a handout, and so there's some different activities that reinforce the lesson on there. For second and third grade, your activity is regarding the verse, and so you'll have some craft sticks, probably a little bit larger than this one, but have the kids write down words of the verse. So based on how many kids you have, you can have them write down different words or phrases of the verse and then work and do different things at putting them together, whether it's laying them out on the floor. You can have them each take a turn putting them all together, doing it as a group, different things, raising them up when it's time to say that word, all different ways. So those are the things that you're going to do. All right, so that's it for this week. Thank you guys for your faithfulness. Please continue to pray for our team, pray for each other. I know some of you are going through difficult times, and so please keep each other in thoughts and prayers. And please just be praying about God bringing more people to our team. And please pray for someone that you may know that you think maybe could be a good fit to our team. Pray about asking them or that they would have their hearts softened to come work in kids ministry and just have the opportunity to lead kids closer to Christ. We know that God is moving. I shared with many of you that my daughter accepted Christ a couple weeks ago. Holly, who leads out our Groseal campus, her son accepted Christ a couple weeks ago, and so it's been really fun for our team to celebrate even those wins. Not even those wins, to celebrate those wins, and that's because of the impact that people here at Northridge are making in their lives. So thank you very much for being a part of that. So we'll continue to pray that God will raise up leaders to continue to fill our teams. Thank you all so much for your faithfulness, and I will see you very soon. Take care.